Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to fold a frog. This is a traditional model, and it starts out with the frog base. This is the model that the frog base comes from. I'll be using a 7-inch sheet of kami, and we're going to start with the colored side down. And then we'll fold in half along the horizontal. So I'll bring this top edge down to meet the bottom edge. Line those up and then crease. And then unfold. Now we'll fold in half along the vertical. Bring that right edge over to the left edge. And then crease. Then I'll rotate the model. Make sure the opening is on the bottom here. Then I'm going to take this top right edge over here and align it with this center crease. So I'll bring that down, line it up with the center crease there, then crease through. It should go all the way out to this corner, and then turn the model over. Do the same thing on this side. So I'll take that same top edge, bring it down to that center crease, crease that through, and then if you look inside at this pocket here, you'll open that pocket up as we're bringing the right and left corners in to meet each other, like this, and lay it down and flatten everything. Then just make sure you have 2 flaps on the left and 2 flaps on the right. And this is the preliminary base, or the square base. And next, we're going to take 1 flap here. We're going to do a squash fold. Start by bringing it over to the left, like this, just so it can swing back and forth easily. And then you'll open that flap up. Just reach your fingers in there and turn that into a squash fold. Do that, you'll open it up and then make sure this line here, as it opens up, lies vertically along the center. And that should go all the way up to the top. And then crease both of the sides. And then turn the model over and do the same thing on this side. So just bring that flap over to the left, and then open that pocket up, and turn that into a squash fold. Like this. Now we're going to fold just 1 flap over to the left right here. Making sure this stays closed in the center, like this. That's called a book fold. Then we're gonna make another squash fold on this flap here. So you'll open that up, perform that same squash fold. There we are. Then turn the model over. Do another book fold on this side, and then that same squash fold again. And now we're going to do 2 pre-creases and then perform a petal fold here. So we'll start by bringing this edge on the bottom right here, this raw edge, fold that in to lie along this vertical center line here, just with one layer of paper, like this. And the same thing on the left side. Bring that bottom left edge into the center. Increase that, it should look like this. And then unfold. Now we'll be turning that into a petal fold. So to do that, we're going to form a new valley fold that goes between these two creases that we just made, running across here. So you'll start bringing the paper up along that area and then reform those two valley creases we already made in the last step. And then you're going to form two new creases that line up right here. As you bring the flap up, everything should lie perfectly along this vertical line, like this. Now we'll turn the model over. Do the same thing over here. So we'll start with those two pre-creases. Fold those into that center line. And then unfold and turn that into a petal fold. So you just open that flap up, form those two valley creases again, and then just make sure these raw edges extend all the way up that vertical crease, like this. And then we're going to need to do another book fold, and then one more book fold, so that it's oriented like this, and then turn the whole model over and do two more book folds on this side. That way you should have the same amount of flaps on the left as you do on the right. And then we're going to perform those same steps again. So do those two pre-creases into that center line. And unfold both of those and turn that into a petal fold. And then turn the whole model over and do the same thing here. And there we are. Now we're going to do another book fold. Just bring one layer over, or one flap over, and then turn the model over. And bring one flap over here. Just the same thing. And now we're going to fold both of these edges into the center vertical crease. So we'll start with this right one here. Bring just one flap over. We'll bring that into that center vertical crease. Just make sure that extends all the way to that bottom corner, like this. And the same thing on this left side. And then turn the whole model over and do the same thing on this side. Just fold them into that center line. Now we're going to do a couple book folds. So swing one flap over, and then swing another flap over, and then turn the model over. Do that same thing, 2 book folds like this. Then perform those same steps again. So we'll bring this edge into that center vertical crease, and same on the left. And then turn the model over and do that one more time. Now do another book fold, just with one flap, swing it over, turn the model over, and then one more book fold. Again, this should be symmetrical now. You have the same amount. There should be 4 flaps on this side and 4 flaps on this side. Next, we're going to make a reverse fold just on this top flap here. So we'll open this flap out just with one of these, and then once that flap is open, you'll swing this whole point up through the center of that flap like this, just as far as it'll go. And as you're doing that, you reverse the way this crease was. I'll show that again. It starts out creased this way. As you open it up, you'll reverse the crease that runs to the end of that point like this, and then close that flap back up. And then press everything down firmly when it's about right here. And then do that same reverse fold on the left side. So you open that flap up, swing it up through the center as you're reversing that crease, and then close it again. Now everything should look like this. Then we're going to turn the model over. Do 2 more reverse folds on this side, but they'll be a different reverse fold. This one, it can help if you pre-crease a little bit. So I'll start as a valley fold with this right flap going out to the side so that this edge right here ends up being perpendicular to this center crease here. Just like this, all the way up as far as it goes here. Then you unfold that and turn that into a reverse fold. So you'll open that flap, then swing this over on that crease you just made, then reverse that crease there, and it should look like this when you close everything up. And the same thing on the left side here. You can do it without pre-creasing. So to do that, you just open that flap up, swing it out, reverse that crease, and then just close it up in the position you'd like it to be, like this. And now on those same flaps that we just used, we're going to do a couple more reverse folds. So these are forming the legs. There's no reference points for them. If you watch just about where I do this, and we'll do another reverse fold right here. So you're opening this flap out, you swing that down through the center, then close it up about right here, and that's the size that the rear thigh of your frog will be. Then you do another reverse fold for the foot on the bottom. So you open that flap out a little bit. Then reverse fold out there and close it up. Then we'll do the same thing on the left side. Again, there's no reference points, but once you're on the second side, you just try to make it fairly similar to the other side that you've already made. Try to get it close to symmetrical. And there we are. Now we're going to do 2 more reverse folds on each side to form the front legs. So we'll start on the right here. You open that flap out, swing it down through the center. And then crease it about right here. And then 1 more reverse fold to form the foot. About right there. Same thing on the left here. And it should look about like this. Then for the last step, we're going to inflate this. So if you look right here, there's a hole towards the inside of the model. You can kind of see it there. You're just going to put your lips around here and then blow into that hole, and it'll inflate the whole body and head. I like it just inflated just slightly. You can blow that up as much as you'd like. I usually just do it about right there. But if you like it like this, you can blow it all the way up. And you're all done.